The gates of the Galactic Military Academy stood 30 meters tall, carved from obsidian mined from the core worlds and inscribed with the names of 1,000 species that had earned their place among the stars. Zara Chen adjusted her worn travel pack and approached the scanner, ignoring the cluster of alien cadets who had gathered to watch. "Look at that," sneered Vextar, his reptilian features twisting into what passed for amusement among the Kethran. "Another primitive thinking they belong here." The crowd of prospective cadets, sleek Altarians with their crystalline skin, towering Vorthak with their forearms, graceful Etherians floating inches above the ground, all turned to stare. Their universal translators caught every word, ensuring Zara understood their disdain perfectly. "Humans," laughed Keela, her insectoid mandibles clicking. "They barely discovered faster-than-light travel 50 years ago, and they think they can compete with species that have been spacefaring for millennia." Zara kept her expression neutral as she placed her palm on the scanner. She'd heard it all before during the long journey from Earth. The mocking voices, the dismissive glances, the assumption that humanity was nothing more than a footnote in galactic history. The scanner hummed to life, its blue light washing over her hand as it read her biometrics. Data flowed across the screen: height, weight, species designation, homeworld coordinates. Standard procedure for any applicant to the academy. Then something changed. The blue light flickered, stuttered, and suddenly blazed crimson. Warning klaxons began to wail as emergency protocols activated. Blast shields started descending over the academy's main entrance as the scanner's display erupted in urgent red text that made every alien in the courtyard step back in fear. Earthborn detected classification. Death World native threat level. Maximum do not engage, evacuate immediate area. "What in the void?" whispered Vextar, his earlier arrogance replaced by confusion and mounting terror. Zara stared at the display as shocked as everyone else. She'd never seen this reaction before. During her entrance exams on the outer colonies, the scanners had simply registered her as human. Nothing more, nothing less. "This must be a mistake," she said. But her words were lost in the chaos as security drones descended from the Academy's towers, their weapons trained not on her, but around her, creating a protective perimeter. Commander Thalix, a veteran Altarian with scars from a dozen campaigns, emerged from the Academy at a dead sprint. His crystalline features were dark with panic as he approached the scanner, staying well outside its warning perimeter. "By the ancestors," he breathed, studying the readings. "How did this happen? How did an Earthborn make it to the Academy?" "Sir?" Zara called out, raising her hands to show she meant no harm. "I don't understand. I'm just here for cadet training like everyone else." Thalix flinched at her voice, and she noticed that every alien in the courtyard had unconsciously moved further away from her. The mocking cadets from minutes ago now cowered behind decorative pillars. You don't know, do you?" Thalix asked, his voice filled with a mixture of awe and terror. "Your species is classified. The information is restricted to senior military personnel and galactic intelligence." "Classified how?" 3 years ago, first contact with Earth was established through your exploratory vessel, the New Horizons. Standard procedure. We sent a cultural exchange team to your home world to assess your species for potential galactic citizenship." Zara nodded. She remembered the arrival of the aliens, the worldwide celebrations, the hope for a brighter future among the stars. "What our team found," Thalix continued, his voice growing quieter, "defied everything we thought we knew about sentient evolution. Earth isn't just a world that produces life, it's a death world. A planet so hostile, so impossibly dangerous, that nothing should be able to evolve intelligence there, let alone thrive." The commander activated his personal holoprojector, displaying Earth as seen from space, beautiful, blue, and apparently peaceful. "Your gravity is nearly 3 times galactic standard. Your atmosphere is 21% oxygen, a concentration so high it would be toxic to most species. Your weather patterns include phenomena that would devastate entire colonies. Hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions. Any one of these would be considered a catastrophic disaster on most worlds. On Earth, you call them Tuesday." The gathered aliens stared at the holographic Earth with the kind of fascination usually reserved for cosmic horrors. "But that wasn't the worst discovery," Thalix continued. "Your oceans contain predators larger than our warships. Your land teems with creatures that exist solely to kill and consume other life. Your plant life includes species that can poison, trap, or digest unwary victims. And somehow, impossibly, your species not only survived this hellscape, but conquered it so thoroughly that you're now expanding to the stars. Zara felt a strange mix of pride and bewilderment. We just adapted. Adapted? Bextar's voice cracked. Your species fights for recreation. Your entertainment includes watching individuals engage in physical combat for sport. You climb mountains that could kill you for fun. The xenobiology team's report, Thalix said, concluded that humans possess physical and mental capabilities that make them the most dangerous sentient species ever encountered. Increased bone density, redundant organs, the ability to function on minimal sleep, an immune system that treats most galactic diseases as minor inconveniences, and a psychological makeup that views mortal danger as a challenge to overcome rather than a threat to flee from. The scanner's red warning continued to pulse, its message clear. The being standing before them was forged in the crucible of the most hostile world in known space. The Galactic Council's decision was unanimous, Thalix explained. Humanity would be welcomed into the galactic community, but Earth itself would be designated a quarantine world, not to keep humans in, but to keep everyone else out. And humans? He paused, studying Zara with new respect. Humans would be classified as a strategic asset, too valuable as allies to alienate, too dangerous as enemies to provoke. Zara looked around at the crowd of alien cadets, seeing their fear, their awe, their sudden understanding that the primitive species they'd mocked was actually the apex predator of the known galaxy. So, she said, shouldering her pack with a slight smile, does this mean I'm accepted? Commander Thalix's crystalline features brightened, not with amusement but with something approaching relief. Cadet Chen, he said formally, welcome to the Galactic Military Academy. I have a feeling your classmates are going to learn a great deal from you. As the blast shields retracted and the warning klaxons fell silent, Zara walked through the gates of the academy. Behind her, the scanner's display faded from red to blue, but its message remained burned into the memory of every witness. Earthborn. Do not engage, unless you wanted them on your side.